Hello and welcome, and thank you for watching my video. I'm making this because there's a lot of people on Reddit specifically that suffer from keloids, and I'm always on there commenting about what I did with mine. And I've gotten a couple messages from some of y'all saying that I should really come out and talk about it a little more because it would help a lot of you, and I feel the same way. I wish somebody had helped me before because I am now in my 30s, and while I have feel like I have actually cured my keloid in some ways, I did suffer a lot with it as a child. So let's just get into it. I got keloids when I was 6. I had the chicken pox. It was the first one to come in right here. It started out as what looks like a small little itty bitty pimple, really tiny. A lot of you have something that looks similar, and it grew over time. It was the first one that I just scratched and I cut, not knowing what it was. Once I got all of the chicken pox, I stopped scratching, and that is the only scar I have left. Obviously, it turned into a keloid, and that is just your body producing collagen and not knowing when to stop healing. So basically, as I got older, it was very dark, very red, very thick, and painful. As time went by, I was very self-conscious of it. When I was in middle school, my mom would sew my shirts with little things, tops all the way up to here to cover my scar. I didn't want to show it. I was very embarrassed by it. It was very tough on me growing up. And kids can just be really cruel. And so anyway, as time went by, my keloid started growing more rapidly when I got into my late teens. I will post some photos of that time here. It was extra dark, extra red, would get inflamed and itchy. The itch would be unbearable. I would get shooting pains, and that followed me until my 20s. It started getting really debilitating because the shooting, stabbing pains would happen while I was at work or right before trying to fall asleep, and I could not fall asleep. And it was just getting really hard on me. By that time, I didn't care as much about the way it looked. I embraced it and I wore whatever I wanted. I never had a problem dating or any of it. The truth is, people don't care about your scars. Everybody has scars. But, you know, we are our own worst critics. And so it's hard sometimes, but that wasn't the problem. I'm going to drop some photos here of the way my scar looked when I was in my early 20s. And that's when it was growing and when the pain started up again. And it was just so severe, I couldn't take it. So eventually I started wearing hydrocolloid bandages. This is an example of one. They are made for blisters. I've also seen them sold very small for pimples. I started wearing these around 22 because of the pain I was having. I found that whenever I would get a stabbing pain, it feels like an ice pick is literally being stabbed in there. I would put pressure on my keloid, and that would help with the pain. And so I can't do this while I'm trying to fall asleep. I can't do this while I'm working the whole time. You need your hands. So I found that putting some sort of pressure on it would help with the pain. So I started wearing these. I actually used to get the rectangular ones. This is just kind of what I have left in my house. But I started wearing these, and you leave them on for about 5 to 7 days. They are great in the water. You can shower with them. You can do everything with them. You can sweat, you can work out. Eventually they'll start getting dirty around, and you'll see the dirt kind of collect. And when that time comes, go inside the shower, use a little bit of soap and water, and slowly take it off. And because it sticks, it sticks on there really, really well. Essentially what happened was that one day I ran out and I thought I had to go to the store to get some more, because I would try to buy as many boxes as I could. And I realized that I really didn't need it anymore. My scar wasn't red any longer. It was flatter. If you hit it, it doesn't hurt. As you guys know, anything that touches a keloid is so painful. It is the worst feeling. But this, nothing. It's amazing. It's bigger now. It's about 2.5 inches. I measured it. But that happens because our keloids are usually really thick. And whenever you flatten something, it's gonna pancake. And so it's gonna get wider and bigger, which I'm totally fine now with that. It's skin colored, which I never thought was possible. It's absolutely amazing. I am so impressed with the look of it and the feel of it. It doesn't really bother me any longer. However, I have wanted to take it out in the past, and I reconsidered because, as many of you know, keloids are prone to come back bigger or multiply, which is such a curse on us. It's really disheartening when you find that out. I know it was for me. My mom took me to the doctor and a surgeon when I was probably 15, and this is what they told me. They, at the time, were not really well versed either about keloids or how to treat them. There was not a lot of research on treating keloids. If there was, maybe it was someone really far away, but there just wasn't a lot on it. There are options now, which I will talk about in just a moment, because I am looking at one of those options, and it's the reason I'm making this video. Anyways, these you can find anywhere. You can find them at any pharmacy store, Walgreens, CVS. These are from CVS, Target, Walmart. It does not matter the brand. They're all made the same. I did try silicone patches in my teens. I found them to be extremely expensive and did not stay on very well. And for a keloid, unlike a new scar, it just doesn't provide the pressure that you need. So I am not an avid fan of silicone patches for keloids. I think they're great for new scars and when you're still healing, but not for keloids. Keloids, especially old ones, are such a different beast that I just would not recommend. Whenever I would run out of these, I would have Next Care tape, I believe it's called. I will drop a photo of it right now. And this tape would just be for emergencies. It's also very good, very waterproof, very tight, a tight seal. If you want to go this route completely, you can. But I just kind of switched in between both. I liked these a lot more because they really do blend in with the skin and you kind of almost can't tell that it's on there. I'll drop a photo with me wearing one in the past. So that's why I went with these. But the The next care tape was great too. It's just that now people can see that there's like some sort of bandage on there. Either way, after a while, it healed. It's been great. But the main reason I am making this video is because I will be going for a breast augmentation surgery. It's something that I've been wanting for a long time. And while I was there, the doctor did offer radiation for my keloid, which is something I had looked into in the past. I just didn't know where it was offered around here because you have to have a couple sessions. However, I really love the fact that this particular surgeon was double board certified, and he has done keloids in the past, and he works closely with a dermatologist who has a wonderful success rate of keloids not returning by using the means of radiation. So he's not just taking care of the keloid, he works with a dermatologist that does. And that would be Dr. Bradley Hubbard, and as the surgeon, and Dr. Ellen Turner as my dermatologist. So I will be going through with that procedure soon. Why am I now okay with having surgery to remove my keloid? Well, I think if my keloid was still active, if it was still red, hard, itchy, painful, I think I would really think longer about even doing this. I don't know if I would go through with it because of the high success rate of it coming back. Here's a couple reasons for me and why I feel it's right for me. I feel like it really is healed. I really do not experience itch, pain, anything anymore. So I don't think that my skin would really be prone to it returning necessarily the way it used to. I am a very active person. I skateboard, I surf, I have a tattoo. I've gotten another piercing up here recently. I've had these since I was a kid. I've had cuts. I've had deep cuts and scrapes in other places in my body, specifically ones that are prone to keloids on most people. And I have not had a keloid pop up ever, ever, ever again. It just happened when I was 6 and I had chickenpox. Now, the doctors do tell me that keloids tend to happen when your immune system is working overtime. And that would make sense with that time in my life because the chickenpox, of course, your body's working overtime too with, to heal itself. But also I had fevers all the time. You're sick. So it makes a lot of sense for my body to try to heal. Also, when you are a child, your body heals faster. And that is also another reason. But ever since then, I've never keloid anywhere else in my body. It just doesn't seem to happen anywhere else. So I am very sure. I don't know if I'm very sure. I feel good about the decision I'm making to go ahead with the procedure. So essentially what will happen is my doctor will cut it out like a football up here and down here. And it will be a larger cut because he will have to fold my skin in and sew that. And it's gonna look so gnarly. It's gonna look crazy. Someone here on Reddit actually shared a photo of their surgery and what theirs looked like right after surgery, closer to their neck. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. And I also have another friend who had thyroid surgery on her neck, and she also had a very gnarly scar So that's very close to what mine will look like. It'll be like that for a while with the stitches and everything, but I'm okay with that. The dermatologist has a 98% success rate with their keloids. I've seen some pictures and I'm okay with that. I am willing to undergo the procedure and see how it goes. And if you guys feel like you want to see that, I'm happy to share that with you guys, because I feel like if we all just talk and help each other, it's just so motivating to just keep going, because I know it's not just about the pain, but the look of it is a debilitating to our self-esteem, to our livelihoods. It's hard. Keloids are hard, and not a lot of people know about them. So I just want to share my experience with you guys. I am getting rid of it, and so I want to make sure that I share this with you guys before I don't have it anymore. It's been a part of me my entire life, it feels like, and we'll see how that goes. But I hope this helps somebody. I'm really happy to answer questions. You can always DM me. This is quite vulnerable because I don't like being on camera like this. Also, it's Reddit. It's a little bit more private, but I feel like this is really, really important, and I should do this for the good of everyone. To those that are having a hard time with the look of your keloid, with clothing, with just going out some days, I've been there. I get it. I completely understand. I'm so sorry that you're going through this. I feel you. It's hard. How come we have to live with this and not everybody else does, right? But we are not our scars. That's just a part of us. And I'm sure that you are an incredibly beautiful person inside. If you're not, change that. But people don't care about your scars. People don't care about your skin. If you don't care about someone's skin color, why would someone care about your scars? I mean, it's just ridiculous how much I let this stop me from living my life. Wear what you want to wear. Do what you want to do. Just do it. And you're going to be so much happier for it. Own it. And when people ask you about it, because people do ask and people do stare, tell them what it is, just inform them, let them know this is a keloid. It happens from trauma. People of color are more prone to it, and it just happens sometimes. It's a crazy thing that happens, and now you live with it. But just inform them what it is, educate, and maybe there'll be better options out there in the future. So as far as my procedure is going, after the surgeon cuts it out, I will immediately be taken to the dermatologist's office to get radiation. They told me it doesn't take very long. It's definitely under 10 minutes. But I just sit there. It doesn't hurt. It's just a light. And they do radiation therapy on the scar for a couple minutes, and then you keep going back. I have to go back 3 days in a row. And that's it. That's the entire procedure, 3 days in a row. And what the radiation does is it stops the skin from overhealing. And so that way your keloid does not come back. So I will share that with you guys if you want. If you're done, tired of me, that's fine too. But I just thought I would share this journey with you guys. And thanks for watching. I hope it helps.